just sit comfortably at the corner and not worry about CT, because that's 3 of 4 found already, but they have to get the kills now, and Dennis, again with pistols, he's up to 3. Finally, he's silenced, but is that enough? Apparently so. Skadoodle putting him down. It's nothing to flank them out, and Olofmeister, he'll get a kill, but... And keep in mind, Slemmy's still inside of those B tunnels as well. But now they go. Fnatic on cue, flash in. It's 1-for-1 so far, but Slemmy's able to collect that. And Wonderchild, he chaps up JW on his teammate Crims, and that doesn't give him the entry. He's going to have to fade away from this. So Cloud9, with the early buy off the bomb plant, are able to pick up the 3rd round.
Yeah, difficult circumstances as well. It's Dennis in that lower B position, going aggressive. Like I said before in the previous game, when you know the AKs are coming out, it's a good move to make. Go find that link to the B side this moment. Actually forcing them out of his position is really good from the Swedes.
And the second man in, he had to take Slemmy there because the flash onto Shroud, it was all on Slemmy to get that kill on Crims. Instead it falls apart, and Fnatic had JW waiting on Catwalk already. It's a brilliant play. It's so well timed. And Cloud9 can do nothing to figure them out.
It's an okay plan as well. It's on the bomb side. Let's see what they can do here. Time ticking away. Here comes Fnatic. Play grenade on the site. He's going to do a ton of damage towards Stewie, but can he hold them off? Needs to hit this first shot.
Well, it doesn't do that. It is Slemmy, but again, remember, Skadoodle's down here. He, I think, has to face that from the platform. They know long is a problem. Skadoodle does trade on Flusha. That's going to make this possible, and there it is. He finds Crims.
They want Olofmeister to push towards those B tunnels and take them down once again, but it's JW waiting for this execution on the A side.
JW forced back. Dragonlord hand, AWP. Quick shot, desperate not to overexpose himself, but it is his teammates that set the crossfire. Shroud finds the only kill so far for Cloud9, and Skadoodle unable to get more than that. 4 kills for Flusha. Fnatic's very good at working in tandem with each other to pull the difference back, and JW not quite able to get around far enough. Gets tagged through the wall, down to 39, and that's the opening that Cloud9 need. That's the cross with the smoke late. JW, he is burning alive. He just gets caught on the edge of it. And Crims has to do absolutely nothing. He has to sit and wait for his teammates to rotate. Olaf with the late bounce on the Molotov. Quick flash. They want to act on this very fast indeed as Crims throws a nade up. That's going to take down nothing after the initial flame damage. Slemmy pulls one back. AWP, but it's a double AWP again for Cloud9. Thankfully, both out toward long.
It's a decent plan as well, so the smoke available, that's where things get interesting. Dennis going to chuck on the bomb right now. They need to act in this high-pressure situation.
And they did spot that first peek, but they're on it. Dennis is on it. That smoke out. 2 AWPs. They can't find it. Skadoodle does late, but it's too late.
Let's see if they can hold on.
And the bomb will get planted. That's fine. But again, they've got full long control. Fnatic. They've got cat control with Dennis here, and they've got players. One player right now, Flusha, rotating in from CT. They've got all angles covered off. Cloud9 literally has nowhere to go except sit on the site and straight up win duels. And we're already seeing the utility being deployed. That's going to be so hard for them to do. It's Dennis on all 3 on the way in.
Lovely retake there from Fnatic. I think it wasn't such a horrible combination. Flashbang goes over toward long. Maybe that's just a smoke.
And look at this position as well. JW shoots. Look who's still there, unsighted. Crims waiting in this corner, and JW finds it through the smoke. They commit. Slemmy goes down. That's too easily for Fnatic.
Yeah, too easy, I'd say. But Stewie has got some positional control here. Problem is he's only got the Galil. As soon as he gets spotted, should be taken down here. Fnatic just dancing from CD spawning. JW going to get another easy kill. Bomb goes down as well. This is just an absolute nightmare for Cloud9. Not going to do too much of it. What a shot, headshot. Takes down Stewie. Now it's just nothing with the Tech 9. Round over, I'm afraid. But if he can eventually do something to the AWP, that could dent the economy, I guess. Some sort of silver lining at this point, but the round is definitely over. Jumping AWP's coming far off. Be careful, though. That's a little bit clumsy, in my opinion. We couldn't comment on it, though. So, redundant. Still, I like your idea.
It's not all about us.
Anyway.
Well, that's going to conclude the half. A nade, of all things, from JW to find Stewie, 11-4. And Fnatic very, very convincing.
As soon as they get a first pick, Cloud9 has lost it across the map, and Olaf is pushing along there as well, just shutting down.
Into Shroud. Shroud, P2000 rather than the USB, and Skadoodle can't hit the shot, force back, 8 HP. Dink as well onto Shroud, 7 for him. They figured that out all too easy. Scar got hit so early that there couldn't be anything found back, but look at nothing. He rotates over late. It's 3 kills for him. Dennis and JW go down, bomb dropped it long, and it's Olaf in a 1 versus 4.
Just when he needed a hero, nothing stepping up there. It's actually Scar and Shroud getting up to very low HP, and he comes in. Shroud takes a little bit though.
Keep trying, and you will eventually succeed. As Ska goes down through the door just as we snapped away. Shroud trying to find something with that P90. He's got completely pincered in as Olofmeister comes back around with that Tech 9. That's going to be a lot of kills for Fnatic, not just the 2 we saw, because they've also taken down nothing in Cloud9.
So that certainly helps. Levy pushing long doors. That doesn't quite so much. Gets the long doors and the bomb down as well, but decides to push it. I guess he wanted to kind of get the jump on them and get a little bit of an upgraded position there, but it's just going to be Stewie now. MP9 and RB takes a ton of damage from Roloff, like I said. Even if you win the pistol against you guys, they're going to force up in the second. To move there, I guess at this point it's all in. Need to try and make something happen. Roloff might have shorty towards RB. Free kill for him, takes down Stewie 2K. Slemmy waiting on the other side, but they're such low HP. Round is over. JW finding Shroud as well. And that's going to confirm it. C9 just have Slemmy alive. It seemed like there was some sort of potential there. It's completely locked down. It's Flusha with that A play. He stays alive for so long, takes so much away from the CTs, and game over. 13-5. This is it now.
Skadoodle with the shot does line up against Crims. They've gone for the drop. JW wins that, so Shroud unable to prevail, but thankfully it's backed up by nothing. It means Skadoodle doesn't have to get overwhelmed. However, he has made it such a close angle. Rather than overcommit, he's given them the bomb plant. Now he comes back in, and it's going to be nothing to take down Dennis. Stewie finds Olaf, and discipline from Cloud9 on Stewie, and Stewie's in that B side, so this is going to be actually quite interesting because the Tech9s could be huge in that sense. However, Stewie playing behind the barrels does pick up 2. That's worth his weight in gold because now it's nothing in Shroud. They're going to try and close this out in Shroud. Closing out Olaf Meister on the offside means the rotations will come in effortlessly and uninterrupted. Good play from nothing from the window. It's JW left alive. Bomb is on the platform though, on the back of the site. JW Flash had a chance to go for Shroud there, didn't know it. He's actually, okay, all right, staying clever in this. Shroud 4 being seen. They want to try and make Skadoodle have to hit a harder shot once they get the quad, but he's very smart about this. Skadoodle reads it perfectly. It changes to the ramp, so it's still an easy lineup for him. Finds Dennis, and then the rotations come in. Shroud takes Crims. Skadoodle finds JW as well. I like that read from Skadoodle.
That just goes to show you what happens when you limit your economy like that. Fnatic just didn't have anything to work with, Nick.
It's on the ramp again. They're holding this long position, Cloud9. They can afford to give it up and play the retake, but Skadoodle drops the bomb on the way through. Good tag from Shroud. Gets dropped in the end by Dennis, though, on a pistol, and Ska needs to be a little bit careful missing these shots. That's going to allow the bomb plant for Dennis. Watch inside a CT spawn as well, because JW, he dropped down. They had no idea he was there. Nothing gets taken out. This is becoming a bit of a problem. Skadoodle thankfully swaps over to the CZ to find Flusha, and Dennis on 11 gives them a bit of a silver lining in that position as Stewie takes down JW, but Dennis with the pistol! Oh, he's hit 2 with the deagle! That's the first on his Skadoodle. He can try and control this, the tag as well, but Stewie 2K just barely gets back into him. Dennis, that is far too close for comfort to work with, as well as the top mid position right now from Crims. And that's going to be successful for the first. This will slow them considerably. It may do more than that. Crims with 3, that's big. That should be the round, because now, even though they have long, they're completely surrounded. Fnatic's figured it out, and JW is just going to hold. Even if they want to try and save at this point, they have to confront.
And Yanko, if you're watching, that's one of the rounds we need to analyze after this game. That was absolutely sick for Fnatic. Normally when you see those long smokes go down, the idea is to segregate the CTs you know are down.
Oh, Scar might find 1 kill, but again, he's already close. Nothing goes down. And inside the site, Stewie 2K completely open, but Skadoodle, nice timing from CT spawn, is going to give Stewie the ability to watch tunnels instead. And this goes to a 4 versus 2. Remember, it's map point for Fnatic, 15-10, so a very good round from Cloud9. Still a minute and 23 to work with, so Olaf's going to go hunting with this AWP as Flusha goes out toward long, and a great shot. Olaf finding Stewie.
No one in B, so they're going to be really apprehensive, and that was a shot. Olaf might have really given him a window here. Good reaction from Skadoodle, just going to be flushing now, but he should be able to get into it. Like I said, that was perfect, and they haven't left anyone in A. This is kind of a nightmare now.
And he knows he's got space because he spots the second player. Skadoodle rotating over to B. It's just a matter of finding Slemmy, and Slemmy's going to sit to hold, but he leaves himself just exposed, but thankfully keeps the crosshair in the right position. Flusha already committed to the dumpster. Now that smoke, Shroud couldn't line it up fast enough, gave away his position, but Shroud couldn't find it in the gap. Flusha takes advantage of it. Well designed by Flusha. And Dennis, slowly getting closer onto that B position, is found by Stewie, but they've still made so much ground on A, and Skadoodle smoked, or excuse me, flashed out, can't find the angle. And again, another entry point for Fnatic as Catwalk is completely open, but nothing's made up for it. Good rotation by him. And no cross yet as well at long. Watch that bomb because it's so low. Stewie, the smoke goes down. He finds Flusha. That was the low HP 11. And he takes away with that M4. It's Crims on the site, bomb in hand. He's got to go for the plant quickly.
It seems like they can't close this one out. 2 versus 1. And you feel like that plant should have gone down at that stage. He has got smoke towards short, and that was his chance to avoid any sort of confrontation from that area. But now it's going to dissipate and find himself in a bit of a trickier situation. Maybe a safe plant here. At least building some cash for the next round, but still has a definite chance here of making this work.
Molotov does land. Crims forced out. Stewie waits for him to arrive. Well executed Cloud9. That time there's no heroics from Crims to spray down multiple. Look at the push through as well. The flank coming in. Cloud9 actually has a good read on this, but Skadoodle, that's a really awkward position for the AWP. This is where he was caught last round when the flash came over. He's going to play it inside spawn. He's relying on Slemmy to get this flank to work, and it so far has 2 kills, and Shroud follows it up. Bomb not even going to get planted, and Fnatic has just Dennis remaining. It was a 1 versus 5, down to 1 versus 4, and Stewie closes it out.
Skadoodle bought the AWP for no reason. They had the Tech 9s, and then they had what decisions we find ourselves here. B-rush, why not? Let's see what happens.
It works. Lemmy's already shut down Flush. Yeah, they're inside of the site, but the nade damage is so significant. Olaf Meister, though, still alive. Not the one you'd want to be alive in this position because he is menacing, and he takes down 2. Gives them the bomb site. They've also got a smoke on the doorway and an M4 picked up in his hands. Bombs down. It's only a 1-man advantage for Cloud9 to get Slemmies without one. And they're all stuck outside those doorways, at least for the moment. Smoke on the tunnels. Olaf just has to wait, play the sound, play the triggers, and try and cut them off. Fnatic suddenly has this round in a reasonable position with that rush. And they haven't gone B for a while, so Cloud9 not anticipating this. Skadoodle as well. AWP, JW's got Slemmy. It's going to be Olaf, late peek, down to just Shroud. In an incredible fashion, it's again a Tech 9 rush, of course, for Fnatic. It's Olaf who picks up 4. And they will win it on that. Cloud9 comes so close to the end. And then Fnatic just do Fnatic things.